What is up, guys? Wraec is here with another live stream, and we're just starting off here. I see some people in chat already. Stun of a Gun, Colin, Louis, Ace, Nikos, Daniel, Songxian, Flame X, done again. Oh, that's about it. That's good. And just sharing the live stream a little bit to some channels so that we get some viewers going here. Google is here as well. That's nice. And once I'm done with that, we can basically start. Going to do some holo campaign today, though to my shame I have to admit, didn't set up things, so we have to do that first. Guess we at least have to put some crowns on the heroes, unless we are really confident that our damage will suffice to actually clear that, which I'm quite not, considering yesterday what we did there was quite close. Just Walter here as well, Dave, Idvix, Dylan, Quexy, Son Goku, Mugen, Raymond. That's great that you guys are all here. I would say, considering we're basically maxing that every single month, let's do another 70 treasure tickets just to make sure that Ragnaru doesn't catch up to me. And I still want to be prepared for the day. Ooh, going with the 50 here. The age releases Void Vortex. I really want to be prepared for that day, to be honest. Will you test Natalie? Well, there has been some new things or some new development after yesterday's stream, actually. After yesterday's stream, I did a little bit more. I did a few more train tickets, and then I noticed the age actually did something useful. And the thing is, we really didn't take a look at Natalie too much during the live stream yesterday, because, or the day before actually, not yesterday. We really didn't take too much of a look at her, mainly because she's not really interesting. She's like pretty bad, and well, nothing to really save her. There isn't much good going on here, guys. It is your standard release of a Transcendent base form that you just don't look at it unless she's a useful tenant. That's the case. You guys don't look at Vulcan, you look at DTV. You guys don't look at Base Mockman, you look at Star Swordsman Mockman. And you're right for doing that. Ooh, 50 pink one. Look at that, by the way. Orange, 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 orange. Magic Adventure orange, by the way. And then with a 50 here, last one. Oh, the red one. Probably still an insane pull, honestly. Already pinged Discord, Quexy. Already did. And we also have an event on Discord. So people should see it. Pretty sure. Now I'm kind of lost. Well, yeah, okay, that's where we were. And the thing is, like, they just give a weak version of the Transcendent Heroes effect. That's what they did the last times. They make the base hero pretty similar to the Transcendence version, but the Transcendence version is the good one and the base version is bad. And the thing is, they never really want to bring the Transcendence version and the base version close together. Because the thing that they want to do is they want to have a little bit of a distance between the base version and the Transcendence version. So what they do is they make the base version very bad, because when the base version is very bad, then all the more it is an upgrade to the Transcendence version. If the Transcendent base version is pretty good, like for example with regular Aspen, then people say, well, to be fair, we hope for more. Well, because Aspen already is a good damage dealer, and LFA isn't too much better. So that is really the thing, and so that's why they make the base version really bad. And Dave, welcome to the membership. Epic supporter, appreciate that. Thank you, mate, for the support. And if you guys want to check that out, I just now, before this stream, prepared a new video for the members. We will look at the mirror artifact in Flame Shrine. We will discuss the first problems that I found with this artifact. And I will show you guys some footage of my MFG with the 22 million attack that he has now, because that is the point, and that finishes the loop of what I was talking about, actually. Natalie is a tenant for MFG. Natalie is a tenant for MFG, and that is the point. And she's a ranger, and she's a slot 1 tenant. And as a ranger being a slot 1 tenant, she easily replaces G-Star, who was only tenant for that slot before, and gives us like 50% more attack from this slot and adding like 400,000 attack. It's easily 400,000 attack. That's what it is, and that is pretty insane if you ask me. Ooh, another 5-star. Let's go. And 3,600. Flamix with the support. Thanks, man. Legendary support even. My god, you guys are insane. Really appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will try to cut the video also already after the stream so you get it today. That's what I hope at least. Well, tomorrow I don't have a lot of time, so I better do it today. But you will see that. And there's some interesting stuff in there. And we will do much more. So that's about it for train tickets right now. I want to show you guys the Natalie. And we'll take a little look at her. That is what I built. That's basically V4 B tier Natalie, 10 million attack, 960 million attack. We can test her a little bit, but there isn't much going on. It's like, what is that? 800% attack damage, 3 random enemies, reduce their speed by 20. Yeah, which does nothing. Holy damage by 14%. Use that in PvE, where enemies have like 3,600% holy damage, and reduce their damage by 0.1%. Nice. Afterwards increases all allies' holy damage by 14%. That's good. We take that. For allies with refraction shelter addition, increase their holy damage by 14% for 4 rounds. So 28% holy damage increased. Nice. Natalie deals extra 640% attack damage to 1 enemy for every 1 layer of sheen she has. How difficult is it for us to get sheen? Let's check that out. Good stats here. Basic attack, 580% damage, reduces target's holy damage. Replicates, that's useless, we talked about that. Every layer of sheen owned, extra damage. Where do we get sheen? Beginning of each battleground self, and one ally with highest attack refraction shelter. Till the battle ends. At the end of each round, for every 1 control effect owned by self, restores all allies HP equal to 20% of self max HP. It is decent. It is ally with the highest attack refraction shelter obviously means our highest enemy with, or not enemy, our hero with the highest attack. That was the word that I was missing. Always gets 28%, which is good in a sense. Where the hell do we get sheen? There! At the end of each round, there's 80% chance to remove 1 attribute reduction effect from the owner when the target with refraction shelter is under basic attack or takes damage from active skill. Natalie has a 50% chance to gain 1 layer of sheen for 3 rounds. Is she bad? I think she's alright. I mean, this effect is quite alright. 80% chance to remove 1 attribute reduction at the end of the round. So basically we get like 80% of attribute reduction purify. That's not bad. Like I can see that do something in SL. If you want to clear with like DTV, you go into SL. And you want to reduce an attribute reduction. Do they have an attribute reduction at the moment? Let's check that out. Let's check that out, guys. Let's really evaluate the 0 for a second. Let's check out if they really have that, because those are the enemies. Which enemies are those? Dark. Those are the ones that weren't dark before, right? So what do? Do they reduce something? No, watch them have no attribute reduction. Reduce armor. Okay. Yeah, well, guys, there's a little bit of a problem here. Oh, there it is. Steal 10% attack. We have a little bit of attack steal here. So we can counter that attack skill. Yeah, that is not really the attribute reduction heavy SL that we are currently facing. But like there are some SLs which do indeed do a whole lot of attribute reductions, and I guess she's a little bit of a counter for that, so that's okay. But she's no main carry hero, she's basically a support, and that's it. So she's alright, but that's about it. I can make you guys a little video with her in Flame Shrine. I would say we keep it at that. I'll try her out in SL after we review her. I don't know, like she won't do much in SL. That's the problem. I can see her. I can make a little team, test her in Flame Shrine. That's something we can do. And I mean, like, when we clear Light SL, we'll put her in there as well. Should you build her as your first hero? Nah. I have not cleared Light SL myself, so can't really tell you. It's a little bit difficult. Depends on a lot of things on your account. So now let's set up our account. Let's go for that holo campaign. Hello, Swagger. And let's see what we need to do here. I guess we mostly go for the attribute reduction purify, I guess, or for control purify. I guess that makes sense. Flex we will most likely have to unequip. Let's take that off. We can keep that like it is. Switch this to control purify. We'll have to set up a few heroes. We need 12 heroes. We have 4 at the moment. We'll definitely use her. That's number 5. Ace won't be Ryan. Welcome to the stream. We can use a crown here. Maybe she will be good as Transcendent heroes. I'm almost certain she will. She looks to me like a Transcendent hero. Like a hero that will just shine as a Transcendence hero. And she will be a good support hero, she will provide holy damage, she will maybe provide some dodge or replication or something like that, and I can see that being good. Yeah. So that's like a thing, considering that this will likely be good, she will be a good hero, we will use her, we will be happy with her, and I can see her even go like into, how is it called? Into Star Expedition or Flame Shrine together with MFG. That is something that I can see. What's the best RT for Lothar? Melodic Strings is alright. I tend to also use Flame. What is it even called? Oh, Receptor. I tend to use a Receptor every now and then. Words, guys. A loss of words today. I have no idea why. We can use that guy as well. Oh, there's an Endless Cane. Void campaign time, most definitely. So now we are at 10. And we need 2 more. We're going to take that SFX. Because SFX is nice. We can use her with a fan, I guess. And then we get to use the S model with the crown. And then we are basically set. Yeah, now we're set. That should clear everything pretty much. So that's good. Holo campaign. What do you say? One shot every single stage? Is GK80D any good outside of SL and Void campaign? And can he work at only Fortrans account? He's good in Void Vortex. He's good in Realms Gate. He's good in Tower. He's good in Void campaign. He can do Broken Spaces. I mean, like, where is he not good? He's not the best PvP hero. He's not the best Aspen Dungeon hero. I guess that's about it. He's pretty good. He's a very good hero. Do we want to swap anything around here? We have our 2 main damage carries here. We do that. Starting to lag, of course. We have to equip cores every single time, which sucks a little bit. We probably want to move that guy down here, because that makes sense, synergy with Ferric Vessel. Activate that core. That gets reset every single time, which sucks a little bit. So let's see, first fight. Not going to adjust a whole lot, we just want to show stuff. How's the new artifact feel after the nerf? Just recorded a video on it. Ooh, these stuns. Oh, mean. And the thing is, we just have 1 at the moment. So it does feel non-existing, to be honest. S-tier Laura silence immunity when? I have S-tier Mystic Fairy Freya with silence immunity, which, considering I currently use MFG in Star Expedition, I can use there. So I don't really need an S-tier SQH, I can just use an MFF. Oh, it's absolutely alright. So, in that sense, I already made that buy. Yeah, Son of a Gun really feels like it doesn't exist at all and doesn't do anything, so yeah, that's a little bit of a thing. I don't feel like activating core every single time because it does get deactivated every single time, so we are just not going to use it. Stopped somewhere in 332 or so. I did not have the mental strength to swap setup. Neither do I. So I just won't. That's at least the plan, we will see. By the way, some nice things. We will likely get the B+ core. I spent a little bit more, and not too much actually, and beyond that I got quite lucky, so I expect us to get the B+ core with free-to-play Zongzis now. So that is something I'm looking forward to, and when we get the B+ core, we will actually have a B+, a B, and a B-, a C+, a C, and a C- core, I think it was. And that is quite interesting, because that allows us to do a whole lot of interesting summons, actually. And I'm not sure yet what we do. A lot of people are stuck on this wave, by the way. Not sure yet what we are going to summon. I could imagine a Natalie would be quite interesting, but then again, I like to go for value on my summons, and if she's a really support hero, then I expect her prizes to drop a whole lot. Like, if you check out PDE, it's just not an expensive hero, so summoning her would just not be worth it. Ooh, that was mean. The double CC. That doesn't matter. I think we can just outlast everything. Asmodel coming clutch here. I can see why people are stuck there. That's just like we got too many stats to be stuck. Now the damage over time will just kill them. Okay, we still had the DTV, I forgot about that. Wait, RT got nerfed. It got nerfed. Didn't even announce that. But I talked about it yesterday or day before in the stream as well. 50% nerf basically. So all damage dealt and control immunity offset together were like 15% stat gain, and now it's 7.5. So it's, I think it's, I don't even know, what was it even? It's like 4.5% all damage dealt and like 3.5% or 2.5%. No, it was 4.5% all damage dealt, 3% control immunity offset. It was like double that before they nerfed it. It was completely insane. Do we get a chest refund when we write support when we took it from there? What do you mean? Oh, you mean like when you took the mirror from a chest and you... I mean like you can ask them, they do certain refunds of stuff. When you just say, I made a mistake, I picked the wrong one, I didn't really want that, then they often give you the chest back if you didn't fuse that up already or something. But it was not nerfed during the time it was available. It was nerfed before it was released. We got the preview of it, and it set a certain amount of stats, and then the update was live, and when the update was live, it had a different amount of stats. So it's not like you got the artifact and now it's weaker. It has the same stats that it always had. It was never in the game with the version we got shown. So that is the thing. Would energy feed work with only giving 15 energy? No. Not consistently, at least. Which, spoilers, one of the things I say in the members only video. It's just brings you down to sub 100, so like 95 energy at the lowest, and you will be surprised how often you hit the lowest. And the more of those you have, the worse it gets. But there is like a thing. It depends a little bit on how many of those artifacts you have. And I think that we will judge differently on that artifact if you have a full team of it. If you have like really 6 of those and you use them, I think it will be a different story. Because that's just like one single artifact does not provide relevant stat gain anymore. So you would want to have more, and then I can see it. But we will see. Natalie, yeah, I can see her being good. But like a good support hero. Probably not a good damage dealer. Yeah, there's a small chance for energy feed, that's right, but not in every single situation you can hit every single hero. In the members only video I showed an example of a barrier Flame Shrine boss. So there are some heroes that just never get hit, and those heroes can of course result in your feet getting broken. Energy feed, that is. And if your energy feed is broken or disrupted, then it often ends in the heroes after the first hero that doesn't get full energy feed also not getting active skills, and that's bad. That's really bad. So yeah, getting hit gives you like 10 to 20 energy per hit, depending on if it's crit or not. Hollow easy clear for Wraec. Yeah, which is kind of funny because like the Hollow campaign is not easier than normal campaign. So like this is like 3x level. 3 campaign, which is arguably pretty difficult. I know when it was released was one of the earlier campaigns, and I remember it being so hard to push. I was stuck in Island 2 for a long time, and that was like a thing. And now you can just go in here, click on every single wave, and it's good. Good. My SFX HP broke the Integra cap, and I can no longer share her. Crashes the game. How much HP does she have? I want to break that too. Let's break stuff. Ooh, assassin enemies. That's mean. Drake killing us. Oh, but it's a little bit countered by the Ezreal. So I guess that's alright. Hello, Human Timo. Is HP stats still important, right? Yeah, for certain mechanics, most definitely. For certain mechanics, it definitely is. And there is like, I mean, the more HP you have, the more damage you can take. 2.27 billion HP, 32 million attack. Such a whale, Ica. Such a whale, that's insane. $32 million is really a whole lot. Ica just wailed on every single tenant imaginable and then put everything towards that SFX. Did you clear Fortress SL, by the way, Ica? Did you clear that? Because I was asleep when you did that, because I just joined the stream and it was like in the middle of the night. I always only see in the morning when she streams, which is kind of bad. It's always like in the week, and then it's like 2 or 3 a.m. for me, and I just see a notification the next day. It's like, oh, Ica streamed again. And then I'm quite sad that I missed it, because I would like to see it. Sometimes really interesting topics. For example, she recently used her SFX to clear Fortress SL, or to attempt to clear. I don't know if she managed to. But that I would have loved to see. I cleared SL Fortress Darkened Forest. So she did clear it. Nice. Would have been quite a shame. The 32 million attack SFX could not clear Fortress SL. Then again, I guess like the other enemies were more difficult for Fortress SL, I figure. Now we have the old Shadow ones, I think. I mean, those are mean as well, no question. But the other ones were really blocking her from doing any damage. I think they had like a crit debuff, and it's better if your SFX can crit, most likely. I can't just check Discord. I usually don't check Discord during the stream. Because then I write on Discord, then I'm not giving attention to my stream, and that's, I think, is quite bad. It's already distracting enough for me to talk another language for the entire stream. That's also taking enough of my concentration already. I definitely get. I was like, oh, it was Modern Family, I think. I don't know what the character's called, and she said like, I'm so smart in, I think it was Spanish. I have to talk English all of the time, and that's something I feel very much when I do a stream like this. And I think like, so smart in German, but like in English, that's a whole other story. Translating all of it really takes away big chunks of it. Should I make my 1-star core Jara or build another core? Jara is a pretty decent core. I mean, the only other core that comes to mind that I would recommend is like Star Alchemist Holmes Young core, but you can definitely go for a noble Starving Jara core. That will do well for you. No questions asked. Was a cakewalk for Fortress, took 3 attempts for Home Stove, then GG. 3 attempts? Ica. Not even a one-shot every single time. That's insane. Fortress has to deal with Twine and 30+, right? I think so. I think it's the old Shadow minions. SFX has dodge and HHA shields make the dots dribble. I don't think the dots are really the problem. If you get Twined though, I think you're pretty dead. Unless you have Twine immunity, of course, which you could do. But I guess it's not worth to reroll your Taunt immunity, isn't it? Is Ferric Investor still essential? Essential to what? To PvP? No. To PvE? Can be. But like, there are other sources of heal. I tend to use SQH as a healer, which some people overlook because it's sublimation that gives you the heal. But she can heal very well. Shadow struggled with it because Shadow has a scrap heroes for his Albus Fortress, has a lot of CC and support and tech like dodge. Yes, Fortress is just stronger in general. Shadow has problems. Shadow has Azrael and Starving Jar, and that's it. And none of those are really made for something like this. If they had the DTV-like hero, for example, Shadow would be a walk in the park, no problem at all. But trying to clear Shadow SL with like an Ithaka, you will have some problems. SL Fortress 34 was with 30 million SFX. That's insane. I should finally get like GK on the SFX that I bought. I have like an A+ SFX but doesn't have GK. Should put that on there. And what I thought about, I was watching a little bit of MK's video. He made a video about Light SL and he had this S model which has a really good roll, but his S model and at like 13 million attack, and I was like, and he's just using that to clear Light SL. Basically, only the old strategy with just the S model and a bunch of Michelles, which is perfectly fine strategy, is completely okay. And he was using that to progress in the new SLs, and I think it was on 34 or something like that. And it still looked pretty manageable. And then he showed his attack and it was like 13 million. I was like, man, it's just 13 million. And that was basically the point when I thought, like, you could just get a cheap S-model copy, put more attack on that, and probably clear it. That made me think about doing it. But then on the other hand, if I clear that now, and we get like Natalie, and Natalie is definitely a hero I want to show you guys in the video, that would be kind of sad. Oh, Valkyrie stage. It's like no stage can do anything against me. And then you get Valkyrie stage, and she just hits me every single hero I have into Unbending Will. Which is so stupid. What sealant will you clear next? Oh, that's a difficult question, mate. Killed my DTV. That is ridiculous. What is this? Killed my DTV. Not quite sure which sealant we are going to do next. I mean, like, there isn't really an interesting one right now, isn't there? I think, like, the most interesting one's in a month when we can clear Light SL with Natalie, I guess. Other than that, it's the same thing as with, like, Forest SL. We go for the ones that are cheapest to clear in terms of soul simmons, because I don't want to switch around stuff. There is a reason for me at the moment to switch around stuff, because I didn't do challenges. I still have glory challenges for Spiritual Essence open, and I need Spiritual Essence, so that is a thing. But then again, I still want it to be cheap. I still don't want to use too many soul symbols when I don't have to. I can see myself using soul symbols when I shift focus on my account, or like say I wanna, I for example don't have sublimations on Starving Jar at the moment. If I want that back, of course I will switch things around, and when I do that, I could see myself also completing some challenges and stuff. And then we could do an SL. But like at the moment, I'm not sure which SL I could easily do. Yeah, apart from Light Star Shooter. Light would probably just require me to buy like an A- S model and get some subs on S model. So yeah. Should you like regular Natalie? She seems to be a bit better than I initially thought she would be. Nothing to write home about, but not too bad. I just talked a little bit about her a few minutes ago. Said that she is pretty bad. I mean, it's a bit of an overstatement, I guess. She's not your Eloise type main carry hero, but I guess she's a decent support. Pretty sure Abyss isn't possible right now. That's the same thing people told me last time when I did Abyss. That's strange. I don't know. Last time people said Abyss isn't possible, and I cleared it with SQH, so I don't know. I guess if you can get another tech on SQH and a proper roll on there, I guess should be possible. I would be surprised if there was any SL that isn't possible right now. But that being said, of course Abyss struggles. It's the same thing as with Shadow, we just don't have a proper hero, and maybe even less so. SQH is a super strong hero, but she's not a damage dealer. She can deal some damage, as we could see when I did my Abyss clear, but she's no damage dealer in that sense. She's not like your SFX type, DTV type, that just smashes through everything. She has problems dealing damage. She debuffs, yeah, she has counterattacks, great, but she has problems dealing real damage. So we would desperately need a third Transcendent hero in Abyss. We just don't have that at the moment. And that's the thing. Read what I said above, Wraec. It's not possible with current game stats. I had everything. Yeah, this was the same as, again, people last time told me. 24 million attack SQH, to be honest, doesn't sound like you have anything. Or everything, and not anything. Because I definitely saw bigger SQH at the moment. So, saying that it's not possible anything while you have 24 million attack, I don't know. That's probably not very accurate. But I can see when you say it's like hard, can't even beat 34.1 in 15 rounds of living, no CC. That was always the problem. I'm not sure which heroes do they have at the moment in there. I was checking that a while ago. But with the old ones, it was always a problem where you needed like an Endless Cane or something for certain stages. And I think it was always the first stage where you needed like an Endless Cane to even punch through. And that is, of course, statement to the problems that I just described of SQH having problems to deal damage. That's exactly what I said, basically. But still, I mean, to say it's impossible while you have 24 million attack, that's just no statement that is anyhow accurate. Okay. Yeah, I think you can still do more. I wouldn't necessarily call it impossible until somebody with like an S tier SQH with a full damage build tried it. So, like, I guess it is possible. But we will see. I think we will see more clears once there is a third Abyss hero, unless that one is useless as well, because Abyss used to receive like SQH, then they got BQA, and none of this is really like a carry hero. Though I am a fan of SQH. I love any PvP team that includes SQH, and I want to include her in every single team that I have. Mainly because of her pings. Like those pings, man, they are insane. Just dealing so much damage, and the best thing about it is we are taking away so many layers of unbanning will. Just great. Can you show Bessa heals next time? Does it work this time? Do they provide working numbers? Because last time they didn't. Oh, they do. Okay, Vessa heals you want to see. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. So this fight. From the math, you need 47 million attack on SQH to beat 35.1, assuming same stats of my account. I mean, this account doesn't have bad stats, so I don't doubt that it's difficult. Wait a second. I have to check one thing. Give me a second. Deactivate that. Now I have to check on Jesus. Let's watch the next fight here. Just want to see if Jesus beat it. Because he posted about which SLC bet in the Discord. Not sure anymore. Yeah, he cleared it. Jesus cleared it. He didn't even use an S tier SQH. He used his A tier because it had GK. So, yeah, that's the thing. Oh, wait, he didn't. He's stuck on 34 boss, it seems. Or is he? I have to ask him. But he's definitely past 34.1 and also past 35.1, so... yeah, so much so for 47 million attack. But I guess it's also about the tactic, about the strategy. I will ask him about that. Yeah, he did. Probably some elitist knowledge, Aika. Also 35.1. I just saw the screenshot. I posted a screenshot here. He's done with all except Shadow, he writes. Good. Stops the debate on whether that is impossible or not, when Jesus has already beaten it. How close is he to max train? Jesus is not the biggest guy in train. Not at all. He's actually far off from it. So the biggest guys in train are people like Penny, and there was like Freddy, I think he was called. You can check out the leaderboard yourself. It's in game. It's visible. Like the first player. On top of that, of course, he's probably like the closest to maxing it. But then again, maxing it is a little bit hard. I mean, you would need a ton of guild coins to even do that. Infolica, in a way, I guess that was alright though. I guess for the purpose I used it, it was alright. What was his attack? You can ask him, Aika. You can ask him. Can't talk about everything that I see in there. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's just which sealant he cleared. It's not like I'm leaking his PvP team. That is something he wouldn't appreciate. Pretty sure. I did the math wrong. Nah, I think she did the math right. It's just that Jesus has more stats than her. He's very strong, you know. So, I mean, that's the thing. I wanted to show the Ferric Investor here, but doesn't look like she will do much here. There's a little bit of a peril with the Gustin hammering down on her. I think we will get more festive treasures this year. Star Wars Shooter, I think as long as there are more festivals this year, we will get more festive treasures this year. I can't imagine them doing a festival anymore without any festival treasures. Here, 4.1 billion less than the PDE, but the PDE I think has a little bit higher stats and didn't really get an opportunity to heal from the Ferric Investors, would need a few more rounds. I think doing every single festival that we see right now, they will somehow include festival treasures and will give you the opportunity to earn pink chests, which sounds, well, very DH friendly way to formulate that. They will offer special treasure train coupons for purchase, and then you can get pink treasure chests to earn like the all damage dealt treasure we saw during this event and the one that we saw during Easter event. What's the next big event? Yeah, might be Black Friday, honestly. Might be Black Friday, honestly. Stun of a gun as tenants, sometimes SS tenants. Without leaking too much, I was very surprised to see that Jesus actually kept an SS Vesa that he does not use as a Ferric Vesa, but he uses it as a Vesa tenant for slot 1 in his Ferric Vesa. Because if you didn't know, slot 1 on Ferric Vesa, there is actually Vesa in there, and Vesa is the best tenant for slot 1 of Ferric Vesa. So he has an SS Vesa just for that, which is insane to me. Which is insane. I was thinking about whether or not to keep like an S hero for any given purpose, and if it doesn't seem worth it to me, I usually sell them. And he has like this SS Ferric Investor, which is a very expensive hero just as a slot 1 tenant there. Completely insane. Mid-Autumn Festival Shishi. I don't know when they are, but yeah, you have been right. Those are both things. Not sure when they are. Might be true. I mean, it's still a long time till Black Friday, so there might be something in between. Yeah. How have I been, Jacob? Oh, I've been fine. just doing a little bit of campaign here, trying not to lose, which progressively seems harder because our heroes are quite low life, which is a bit of a problem. When are you going to review Jesus' account? Not sure I will ever do that. Wasn't like something that I would say I planned or that I ever talked to him about. I'm not really in the business of account reviews. That's just not something that I usually do. But his account is insane. I think last time I asked him was like 15 or 16 S-Team heroes. That's bonkers. That is bonkers. Chinese events are the best. I think, I'm not sure. Like Anniversary is usually a pretty good event. Black Friday is a pretty good event. Because in the way they had always this mentality on Black Friday to give back a little bit to spenders. To spenders only. Like not to regular players somehow, but to spenders. They just made Black Friday and you get all of those rewards there. And I really love this event where you can just use your gems to just buy insane rewards. And last time there was even this B+ score in there, and that was quite good. People were asking Barry to review Jesus' account. Barry has a good connection to Jesus as well. I mean, Barry was in OP as well, so he knows Jesus. You're Greenie? Jacob, I didn't even know that. Weren't you under another name on Discord? Or was that always Greenie? Am I confusing something? Got my MFG to 21 mil. You're now using MFG? I was confused because you said you got a Natalie Tenant. Damn, that's insane. Mine's at 22 mil. I had mine at that last time as well. I guess the biggest difference, honestly, from last SL to this SL is for one, the crit damage treasure that we just got and the all damage L treasures. Because those are definitely insane. And for the members that will later on get the video, I had quite a big upgrade over my highest damage in Flame Shrine during that video. So we'll see that. Is Tenant suck? Yeah. But Ezreal was okay, wasn't it? It's like PDE's not that great. Ezreal was okay, I think. Wasn't it like that? Or was Ezreal even good? I'm always confused with Transcendent Tenants. I mean, base Ezreal is bad, obviously. G-Star was bad, but we have Natalie, which is definitely okay. Yeah, Ezreal has to go. Ezreal is just everywhere. It's too many. It's Tenant for too many heroes. But like, I guess I'm not sure when we are going to see another Tenant there. What about the Transcendence Tenants though? Transcendence Tenants though. You're better known than I do. I don't have the list in my head. Were PDE and Ezreal okay? Or PDE and LDA, I mean? PDE is great, LDA is above average? Okay, PDE is great. I thought she wasn't that great. That's okay, I guess. I mean, then, in that sense, then they are good. Then we can keep those. So it's just about LDA at this point, basically. And we would rather see Natalie skin and skin for any other hero that can become a Tenant for slot 3. But I guess for us to see a Tenant for slot 3, that will still take some time. I mean, best case scenario, it's 2 months. But I wouldn't bet on 2 months. Well, then again, I mean, if they go back and they release like a new Shadow Hero, you know, a new Shadow Hero, then I could imagine that we get a 10 or no, not the new Shadow Hero. We don't need a Forest Hero, right? I had no idea when they do that. You have to activate the core every time you fight in there, Zorix. We are fighting without a core at the moment because as long as we win, that's alright. But we don't use a core at the moment. Yeah. And it's quite annoying. It's quite annoying that they deactivate it every single time. But what can we do? PD is only worse than the top rangers and mages. LD is worse than all warriors, mages and ragers and tied with SFX. Bloody hell. Okay, then we could use a better Tenant than LDA though. Would be nice. I mean, like, maybe we will see Natalie in this slot. Might be possible. I wouldn't bet on it though. I wouldn't bet on that. Sometimes they really like to take their time with releases of such heroes. So we'll have to see what happens here. BQA is awful. Yeah, she's awful in every single way that she can be. This stage might beat us. Let's be honest. This stage does some mean stuff to us right now. There are some ways to beat it. I mean, just to... Then again, I say there are some things to beat it, and we are consistently getting 1 damage pings on the DTV. That means as long as he doesn't slaughter himself on the dynamite armor, we win through dot. Thanks for that. We could also put an AMB on the MFF, because that can die as well then, because that's 22 million attack. Yeah, that is basically a win. I don't think he can beat the MFF. He could beat the S model, but he can't beat the MFF. The MFF is too strong. That's like really big damage. Can we see him? Not right now, but in a video. As I said, like there will later on be a video for the members where I show some Flameshine footage with him. It will be quite fun. I hope Natalie Trans is good. I want to make her as my 6th Transcendent hero. Well, I guess she will be alright. I think she has a good, promising kit. Might be nice. How good is MFG as a Tenant? No idea. Priest with Restar Resogear close to Mage Rangers Warriors, because Priest get the extra attack on the weapon and necklace, so it comes down to level scaling. PDE's second highest scaling at 95 per level. That's so confusing, honestly, those differences. I always have to check a list or something. There's a list on the Discord where I can check that, but I always forget about it then again. At least becoming a little bit better for MFG, and it's becoming a little bit easier to get some proper attack on him, which is quite good. How many stages does this thing even have? It takes forever. Got stuck on 334 in Hollow, sadly. We'll have to try later in the week. That's alright though. I don't know, wrote it to me, I think it was Lion, and he was worried because he was stuck at one stage there as well. But let's be fair, guys, it doesn't matter much. It doesn't matter much. If you get stuck there, you get stuck there. There are a few core shots in there, that's right. There are a few sublimation mats in there, that's right. But nothing of that will change a whole lot, I think. If you have one sublimation more or less, that's not a big problem. You can just come back to there as often as you want, and whenever you want, and you will always be fine, and you will always, without much effort, be able to clear maybe 1 or 2 stages. And if you take your time with it, that's good as well. That would probably be a good feature, Aika. That would probably be indeed valuable information. I have a list like that, I think, somewhere. Didn't check it for some time. I think, didn't Team last post one? I think he posted one. But I guess that would be good. And Devilman also says that it would be nice, so yeah. New members video when? Today probably, Nikos. After the stream, I will have to cut it. I also already recorded it, and then we do a new members video. On the mirror, some Flameshine stuff, some problems with the mirror. Good stuff. Good stuff will be available later. Oh, we're already on the list here. Me and one other person. Is it still easy? What's easy? Made myself a coffee before we started the live stream. Latte macchiato, my guys. Latte macchiato is what I made. There's always the foam on top of it. I like to just take a spoon and scoop that off before I drink it. What's the best PvP combo nowadays? I'll show you my PvP team later. It's quite alright. I mean, like, I'm not sure if I would say it's the best. Like, it's always hard to determine. There are different ways to do it. But it's solid. Some sustain team, a little bit of DTV in there. Some people use MFG, which is alright as well. Can take care of weaker Drakes. If the enemy runs Drake and wants to punch the team like that, and his Drake is too weak, MFG can really punish that. That's nice. SQH is often in there for the pings, HHA, and then you have PDE. for a little bit of CI. Yeah, that's also really good. Does Lord Eric still play Idle Heroes? No, he does not. He practically quit. I'm not sure who bought the account. Somebody bought the account already. I mean, like, it's always the thing with... Lord Eric was a good guy, no question about it, but a lot of those people and some whales, they don't even really play the game, and I still think that's really weird. Like, they have some other guy that plays the game for them, and they just log in every now and then and buy a few packs, and I don't know what's the point. Like, is it that people say, hey, Lord Eric did that, Lord Eric did that? Some of those people really just swipe. I still think that's a little bit weird. It's alright. I mean, if it's fun for them, let's do that. But like, if you don't really play the game, I don't see the reason to spend on it. What is the best trans at this time? Overall, probably DTV. I would say. DTB is very solid. Star Swordsman Mockman is good. ATD is good. SFX is good. Zetsubo. Zetsubo did videos on Lord Eric's account. Yeah. It's also on the Idle Heroes creator side, by the way. I've never talked to the guy, but it's quite funny now. Last 3 videos on his channel are GTA money glitches. That's the level. That's the level, guys. I'm still on the website of Idle Heroes content creators, though, which is quite funny because I have some people that apply to that honestly do content for Idle Heroes. I for myself applied to that. Didn't accept me yet. Didn't accept anybody else yet. Have this website of content creators. Nobody knows where they got those names from. And those guys include Zetsubo, who only did videos on that Eric's account, now only does GTA money glitches. Which, I mean, you can do it, probably that gives you some views, but yeah, you know what I mean. And some other guys that haven't uploaded for months. Some guys that are known for scamming. I have a really elite list of people there, and I think the best people on there are Amadeus, who didn't do any video for months and said he quit Idle Heroes. And then Barry's on there, MK's on there, of course. Yeah, those good guys. Zarko, the French guy, is on there. As I heard, is also a good guy. I'm not in contact with him, but I heard that is also a good guy. Brownie's watching. Yeah, Brownie's here as well. He's not on that list. He's not on that list. I'm annoyed the core box from Holy only have the original 6 trans core stupid AF design. Doesn't matter too much from me because I still need some of those. But yeah, I can see why that is a problem. DH Games is the developer of Idle Heroes, true. The developer of Idle Heroes is called DH Games. And they have content creator program on their website. Next to their button where you can apply for that content creator program, there's a list of Idle Heroes content creators, which I was talking about because that is quite a strange list. And yeah, I was a little bit confused when I saw that first. And when I say when I look at the people that make content for Idle Heroes, I see Ica. I sometimes see Jesus, rarely though. I see Brownie, Excalibur. Like who did I miss? There were more. MK Barry, obviously. There is Teddy as a streamer. It's Teddy. I mean Teddy. Teddy does a stream every single day. Probably like when I'm done here, or maybe he's already streaming. Probably already streaming. Like on Twitch, Teddy. Always doing funny stuff. So yeah, I'm not on that list. So that's something I think is really weird. I'm quite interested in seeing if they ever reply, because they opened that. That's like a Google survey you had to fill out, and I really want to see if they ever reply to that. I was surprised, honestly, when they did this content creator program and like they didn't tell me about it. Ooh, bloody hell! Maybe you have to get like a stronger offensive hero here. Because that looks like a fail. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Get Money Myrick. Ah, good guy. Get Money Myrick's cool. But Get Money Myrick doesn't make any videos anymore. He came back for some time, but he didn't make any videos. Get Money Myrick is cool though. Get Money Myrick's one of the best guys. I really loved his videos. I really loved his streams, and I even checked out the streams when he was no longer making Idle Heroes videos, but bought some other game, and I even checked that out. Just a good guy. Just a very good guy. I think Wraec got the skin, but he hides it. You should get the HA. Oh yeah, yeah, I hide it. I have it. It's equipped. I hide the skin because I very much like the base version. In my opinion, they did some of the best animations they did till now on that base skin. Barry was telling me it took him 3 years to talk them into the content creator program. Yeah, I was talking to Barry like... Basically, I have in contact to Barry ever since I started YouTube videos. We didn't have a very positive reason to get in contact with each other, but that changed. That changed. We're now pretty cool. I'm talking about him every now and then. Not like on an everyday basis, but I'm talking to him every now and then. And yeah, I was talking to him as well, and he said like, yeah, it took him forever to get them to do anything like that. They have a very good content creator program on another game they do, Infinite Magic Raid. Not so much though on Idle Heroes. And I always complained during the entire time basically I did this stuff, that there was just no way to actually get in contact in any way, shape or form if you're a content creator. I always thought like when I'm at like 1,000 subs or something like that, I could get in contact with the age. And when I was at 1,000, I thought, okay, let's go to 2,000. I was at 2,000 subs. And then I thought, okay, now, I mean, like, you already thought at 1,000 subs you could, but like at 2,000, I mean, they really have to acknowledge that you kind of exist. I sent them a message. I think I sent it to the support, and they were like, yeah, if we ever need any content creator, we will contact you. And then they never contacted me again. And that was like my first contact in form of a content creator with the age. So I thought like, hey, mate, you could really do a little bit more for that stuff. And yeah, Barry talked to them, which is of course, I mean, the best. And you really have to acknowledge that Barry is going ahead here and just talking to the age. I mean, he doesn't need to do that. He doesn't need to do that. He can probably live well enough if he doesn't talk to the age and helps other people with it. But that he goes ahead and says like, okay, I will go to the age, I will talk to the age, and I will see what I can do, and like try to make experience or content creation better even for other people. Yeah, that's really great. That's really great. But then again, the age now has to follow through, of course, and kind of has to do anything. And I have to say, when I saw that, I thought like, okay, I mean, like you can't really have that many applications to that form, right? I mean, you guys all know the Idle Heroes scene. How many applications for content creation do they get? Do you think there are 100? No. Do you think there are 50? I don't think so. Do you think there are 10? At best. I think right now, probably looking at 5 or something. That was what I would imagine if I looked into there. Maybe 5. And that's already knowing that I know 2 people that applied it. And I say there are maybe 2 more. And that's it. Because an MK won't apply. They won't need to. And Barry won't apply. And I don't get that I had to apply. They didn't tell me about that. They didn't even tell me about that content creating program. I didn't know that existed. It was just like, okay, I saw Scaloe, which is like Reddit guy. He's not working for the H, but he handles the Reddit. I think he made that. He's like a moderator or admin of that Reddit or something. And very good guy. And I saw that he made a post about a giveaway, which I later showed in a video as well. And he made that post. And I was like, what's that link? ih.dhgames.com. Never saw that. Clicked on it, and then I saw like content creator program. I was like, what? It's like an Idle Heroes website. Didn't even know that. There's a content creator program. Didn't even know that. And I mean, like, I talked to community manager. As like literally a community manager that occasionally talks to me, asks me to do a video about 1 or 2 topics already, asks me about feedback and stuff, and like they don't tell me about the content creator program they make. Like, I'm view-wise one of the biggest content creators. Like, I can't compare to Barry or MK, no question asked. They are much bigger than me, but like, there aren't too many. There's like a big gap between MK, Barry, and everybody else. I'm still pretty high up on that everybody else part. So, and they don't even tell me about that content creator program. I don't get that. I don't get that. Makes no sense. Hey, Ice Wolf. Happy that you joined the stream. Little bit of smaller stream today, just doing a little bit of stuff here, and I think is that already no, that's like 3.7 is the last one. Okay. Have you tried to do any fantasy arcade since the nerf? Not at all. Never even touched that. I would have never seen it if you hadn't never sent it to me. Yeah, I understand that, and I was shocked to find it. That's a bug though, isn't it? Like this design. Look at that. It's like €5. I would guess this one should have been a boss. Like this SAH. That should have been a boss, right? And they just put it in as a normal hero. That's a bug. Enjoy your lunch, Aika. Bye. Is that the same for the next one? That it's like bugged? Wait, let's check that out. That should be like an LFA as a boss, right? In the middle here. Yeah, look at that. How ridiculous. That's a boss stage and it's no boss. It's just a normal hero. Didn't even manage to do that. True, that makes no sense. I mean, I can do that, but like Barry and MK earn their money by making content on idle heroes. So like, yeah, enjoy turning on that and then turning yourself to your bank account and then go take a big credit and then... Is that even called credit? No, that's not called credit. How is it even called? I lack words for that. I can't pronounce what I want to say. I mean, they go bankrupt if they don't make idle heroes content, so like, it's not really an option. I guess the situation is better for them in that sense. I'm not sure if MK has a lot of contact to the age, but like Barry has, and I guess they can live from it. They do it, and they seem pretty happy with it. I, for myself, I have a job. That's alright as well. And I mean, like, I do the videos for fun. If there is a content creator program, that's great. If there is no content creator program, we can do a little bit less stuff, obviously. We have info a little bit later. And honestly, I think it hurts the age more than it hurts me. Because I can still do my videos. If there is a video and there is new stuff, I do a video. If it's then a little bit later, if it's 5, 6, 7 hours one day or something later, then it is like that. If they release new content, I want a video the same day and I have to work, then I have to work. That's the case. I can live with that. The question is if they really can live with that. And I think they would profit from making it more appealing for me to actually make content. So that's the thing. Kali! Good morning. Well, nearly evening for me, actually. Did you make a vid for their anniversary video? Doc, they asked me. Which is funny, by the way, considering they didn't ask me about content creator program. They asked me about this. And I couldn't. It wasn't possible. Because they want to make it with like faces, obviously, of their players, which I do like every year. And I can't make face reveal video for this. Makes no sense for me. So thing wouldn't make sense for me if I had to reveal my face for it. So obviously wasn't possible. I offered them to send them audio. But they didn't want that. I can understand that, obviously, if you have like a video and you have like 10 guys or something lined up that congratulate you and they have like face cam and then you have the audio of the one guy. I mean, it's nice that they asked me to be in the video. But like, I can understand that they don't want it without a face. So. About the content creator thing on the website, I believe that's all stuff. If you check the last trends post and stuff, there is way outdated. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, that seems to be older stuff. Then again, I was surprised to see Zetsubo on it. I wasn't aware he did content for quite that long. The other guys are all they were relatively famous some time ago. like years ago. There was a content creator program before, but that was like when I started, there was a content creator program with people like Barry and GDP and stuff. There was that. Barry told me about, he said there was like a Discord, and he described it quite funny. I had to laugh a little bit. He said like, yeah, and then like one day I looked at the Discord and the DH people were gone, and I was basically alone on it. I was like, wait, that's insane. Your voice is super famous, we don't need your face. I think so too. I think like most people that know me for my voice, obviously, because they don't know my face. But like from the artistic point, you understand that like it makes sense to see the people. If you have like 10 people that show their face, then it's weird to have one guy that doesn't. And then obviously, if I was a guy in the Idlers community and I had 100,000 subs, let's think about that. Imagine I had 100,000 subs. Of course, it would be different, because if I was the biggest Idlers creator, then it would be weird to not have me in that video. But considering I'm like lower end, a little bit of a bigger content creator in that sense, with like 7k subs, you can just say, okay, well then we don't have you in the video. And that's okay. That's okay. I can absolutely live with it. So I could definitely understand the decision. Didn't seem to be insulted by that or something. You can wear a mask. Yeah, it's just not worth it, mate. Then they can strip anybody of their guys a mask over the head. They have a Lutz mask or somebody lay the audio over it and would be alright if they want to do that. So when are you going to do a face reveal? It's not worth it for me. That's the thing. Like if I would make like 10k or something with YouTube, I could think about that. But from the revenue I make with YouTube, that just doesn't make sense. That just doesn't make sense because it would have negative effect on my work. Probably. So, and as I expect that, yeah, I just can't find any good point or a good positive side to making a face reveal here. I can make my videos the same way I do them now. I don't understand how you don't have more subs really. Well, the Idlers community is not that big. And I guess they have the same problem that a lot of people have, in that I have viewers that don't subscribe. So, let's say, for example, last month, I had 28,000 single viewers. 28,000. My channel has 7k views. And like from the non-sub rate, we are now at like, I think 56% without subscription. So that's the thing. And of course, I mean, I can say like, oh, that's the viewers, why are they not subbing? Oh, they're so mean. It's just not the case. I mean, like, you, in the end, you get your viewers to sub or not to sub. The YouTube algorithm played a role in that as well, and that subs aren't just no longer that required if you want to see content. If you watch like 2, 3, 4 videos of a guy, then YouTube will show you other videos as well. And the risk with that, obviously, is that you, well, as soon as you don't click on those videos, well, you no longer see the guy because the algorithm will remove them from your site. But even if you have subscribed, YouTube algorithm can still decide that even as a subscriber, you don't see the videos. So yeah, Tyrant writes, I'm a subscriber. Yeah, I know. The thing is, you can't write in chat here if you're not. And that's, by the way, Brownie, if you ever do a live stream, that's a good idea. If you want to get some subs. Like I got a big part of my subs during live streams because people want to write in chat and they see, hey, I need to be subscribed to write in chat. And they just click the button. And they don't mind doing that in that situation. But it's an easy way to just convert some people that view you anyway and to nudge them into the direction of just pressing that button. So, not even manipulation in that sense, but it's just a pretty good way to do that. And oftentimes I have gotten quite a few subscribers during the stream. Like the first streams I remember, I did my first stream, I think 180 people or something peak viewed. It was a pretty successful stream. And I got out of it and I checked and I had like 200 subs more. It's insane. I had like 200 subs in one stream. I just streamed like for 1.5 hours. Maybe you can just do the same as Barry, make 6 videos a day. I don't have time. I don't have time. I kind of have to find the time to make videos, and that's another thing. That's kind of what happened to me. It made me realize I hadn't subbed. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that I am not subscribed. Like, there is the button, of course, yeah, but you don't really look at that. You click at the video, you rotate your phone, you watch the video. You maybe like it, you maybe comment it. Some people never even comment. I mean, it's the smallest part of people that comment even on the video. I guess those are subscribed. Or just hate my videos. It's another thing. But I guess those are subscribed. And like, the other guys, they watch my video, then they click on the next video, or they just skip or something like that. And then you never notice it. And then you enter the stream, and then you want to write. Because more people interact with the stream than with the video. So, yeah, that's the thing. Lol, you're dominating these waves. Yeah, easily. The only hero that can really wreak havoc, or the only two heroes are, like, Star Alchemist or Homesiang. Homesiang because of the doves, and then we have Valkyr because her damage is just insane. I need to get an actual computer and stream. Too afraid to use my phone for streaming. It doesn't work well anyway. You can start a stream from your phone, but that's just not really possible, I guess. I guess with a new microphone, a PC would work quite well as well. I mean, you don't even need a good PC, I guess. It's just like something basic. Not even expensive. We're not really doing high-end stuff here, I guess. It's not like we're doing some 4K gameplay or something that has to run lag free on 120 frames per second. It's just idle heroes on an emulator. Yeah, I wasn't sub for months while watching your content. Yeah, I think a lot of people are. Even I did a video and I just asked people to subscribe in that video, and I got like 120 subs on one video. And it's not like I don't have viewers. It's just that people that view me don't subscribe, and that's okay. That's really okay. I appreciate when you see like that you are not subscribed and you notice that and you click the subscribe button. It makes me happy. Like seeing that number go up, obviously. Do you play Alios on mobile or PC? Both. A lot on mobile. Now you obviously see the PC client that I stream. I play a lot on PC when I'm at home, because it's just easier when I'm at the PC anyway, or it is on. Then I just open the emulator, let it run. Can watch the auction house every now and then, and just do other stuff. And every now and then I can check on the game. I also noticed you rarely advertise. Yeah. I now definitely understand people that do it every single time. Like those other YouTubers say, make sure you like, subscribe, whatever. Never really gotten into that. I don't know. I just felt like it was not that effective, you know? Because I think it just goes in through one ear, goes out through the other for the people, because they hear it on every single video. So that's the thing. That's why I rarely do it. I'm not sure I want to do it on every single video, to be honest. I try to do it more often though, because I feel like it's bad that the rate of people that are subscribed and people that are not subscribed tilts more heavily towards people that aren't subscribed. And I think that's my fault, which isn't bad, but it shows that maybe the behavior of not saying it very often, not saying subscribe to my channel very often in my videos, might be wrong. So that's the thing. Wraec, how much money do you get from my membership? I can't see how much money I get from a specific membership. I get 70% of what YouTube earns. So that's the thing. Zorix, welcome to the members club. Happy that you joined. For all the members that joined today, make sure to link your Discord to your YouTube so that you get the proper role on my Discord server. We are done again. I just see 375 last stage done. And Island 4, we can see it, but it's coming soon. It's not even available yet. That's funny, we can scroll over now. Look, they put Island 5 in here as well. I hate saying that, but I do. Yeah. I also don't like saying that. But it's I think it's right to say it. So this guy passed me again. That's insane though. I mean, he's not even close to my power. I can't see the power anymore. That has been bugged for like 2 releases now. It's insane. GG, but yeah, thanks guys. Cleared it now. So that's good. He already cleared it on day 1, I think. Is the Discord available for non-mass members as well? Yeah, sure. You can find it in the description of every single video. There is just a few channels that aren't available to non-members. But you can just go in there. There are some discussion channels. I post the new videos there. You can find all of that in there. Some guides even. Though we haven't really focused on that for quite some time. I wanted to have like a guide section, but I think it's now a little bit outdated. I could put a little bit more effort into that. Let's say it like that. I subbed when I watched that video with Ithaka Formula Damage vs Broken Space, which is one of my most successful videos, I think. I think that's one of my most successful videos. That's like, I think it was one of the first videos that like it really exploded, you know? That like, I went in there and I clicked on it, and I've always have this YouTube app. There is like a YouTube app, and there is a special app for YouTubers where you can check out the performance of your last video. It's like YouTube Studios, but like as an app. You click on that, and you can always see if video performs well. And I looked at that video, I clicked on it again, and like, bam, it really exploded. That's like really insane. Like 2,000 views when other videos on my channel nearly had only like maybe 500, 400, 200, something around that. And it exploded even more. I'm not quite sure. Let me check that. How many views does that thing even have? Wraec for Ithaka. There's Destroy Flame Shrine with the form in Ithaka, and there's the other one where it was still making pretty... it's insane. There were the ones where I did very creative thumbnails, just a screenshot of Broken Spaces, and there, if you type that in, there is just another video where it's also just a screenshot of Broken Spaces, with like horrible thumbnails. And still, taking my Formula Attack Ithaka to Broken Spaces, 13,000 views, and then we have taking an A- Ithaka with 4.5 million attack to Broken Spaces. So basically, 1 month later, 500,000 attack more, 10.5 million views. 10.5 million views. 10,500 views. Not 10.5 million. Sadly not. 10.5 million would be great. But now we don't have that. What's your Discord? Click on any video that I have. It's always in the description. What's your current PvP power? Well, we have time to show that. Well, there's a good time to show that when we just screwed every single hero that I have and every tenant that I have. Yeah. Kind of a problem, mate. Kind of have to set all of those things up again. So I can show you after I set flags on everything again. Because we just swapped out the artifacts, so that was alright. Your most viewed video is Vulcan A tier Broken Spaces. Yeah, that was surprising. That was surprising, honestly, because like, I got that Vulcan. We got it during the stream, I think, and it was like the random pull. We had the B+ score and hit the 5% to get an A-. So I had like an A tier Vulcan when basically there only were normal Vulcans. I was like one of the only A tier Vulcans, and base Vulcan that is. We were talking about base Vulcan versus Broken Spaces. Went in there and that just instantly exploded. That video just instantly exploded and got a good watch time. People wanted to see it till the end. And I can't blame them for that, because that is an insane video. It's like a really good one. It is an A tier Vulcan. Vulcan is cool. Vulcan does strong damage, even the base version. So yeah, that's great. What's your favorite mode? Favorite mode, I guess. Void Vortex, pretty cool. I like Void Campaign. I really do. I liked Void Campaign even more when it was more difficult and you had to think about it a little bit more. And now it's like a little bit easier to train. But yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. 1.635 million is my PvP power. That's my PvP team. My least favorite mode, by the way, Aspen Dungeon. I really don't like Aspen Dungeon, and the fun thing is, still Aspen Dungeon gave me some of my most successful videos. There was another video that had the same effect, where I went in there with like base SFX and cleared 50 or something. Not even too insane. And most videos I made about Aspen Dungeon have been really successful. So while I don't like Aspen Dungeon, people really like to see Aspen Dungeon, which is weird. Because I really hate that. Could you give some tips for a good lineup at Void Campaign 2.5 and further? Most of the time you're fine doing Starwinger or CC. And you can add to that whatever you want. Like an LFA is fine with that. Main carry hero-wise, you can look at DTV or SSM. Those are very good. And ATD, according to Frostmourne, can also clear some stuff. And if you in general look for guidance on Void Campaign, Did we post that? Lowly posted some stuff in the channel. And we really have to post Frostmourne's guide somewhere. I will look into that. If you join the channel, we will look, there's like a channel, Endgame Void Campaign Solutions. We will post Frostmourne's guide in there because Frostmourne made a Void Campaign guide, and then you can see that. No clue if I connected the right YT account to Discord now. If you check out the Discord, you should have the role there. There's like a YouTube member role. If you get that, that's alright. If you connect the wrong one, isn't much that I can do. So mainly just take a look. If you connect the right one, it should work automatically. I usually don't have to do anything to give you the role. Discord handles that. What do you think? Can this new hero, Nat, can replace Gurky in SE? Well, the thing is, the base version definitely can't, because Gurky has infinite scaling on the holy damage, and the Natalie doesn't. Natalie only has 4 rounds. Natalie has 4 rounds, 28%, and Gurky is just obviously better. Gurky, if you see, that's 25%, but infinite. So you can get 14 buffs. And Natalie, you can get like 4. Well, it's been nice. I'm logging off now. Yeah, we are not going to do the stream much longer. If you guys have some more questions, we will do some question time now. But I wanted to clear Holo campaign. We did that. We can check out the loot, how much we got there. Again, we are over the threshold, but we were over the threshold before for like an upgrade, so we didn't get too much actually. Core-wise, 35 chests, I guess. Yeah, 35 chests. Nearly half a core. Guess it's quite alright for that. I take some LFA shards. Still collecting that. But yeah, that's about it. So if you guys have any questions, I'd say we do like 10 more minutes. And then I will end the stream. I will answer some questions. Then I will do the member video. Try to post that today. And then it's good. Fortune note. Fortune note. You want to see that? Okay, let's do that. Lucky number 2007 didn't do much good for me. So yeah, that was the thing. Fortune note, we have a bunch of stuff in here. Bonus rewards, maybe you can see that. How to join your Discord, Herr Schnitzel. Any video of me, you go in the description. There is a link, discord.gg/whatever, I don't know. And you can click on that and then it will bring you straight to my Discord and you can join there. How many max cores do you have? I don't know. I don't know. Where is the B+ stone Wraec? I don't have it yet. We are still at X7 if you can see. It's 93. But we will get it. I guess with the free-to-play ones and with the current rate that we have, I will get to like 98, 97. And we'll just get the last 3 and we will get to times 10. And then we'll also get the B+ core. Which will be good. And if I see the loot here, I mean, we'll go to 40 on cores right now. It's like 20 here. Will be some good loot. I thought we would get core chests with more hero cores since it's chapter 3. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because that is like a consideration that we need to do. Basically, you will have to not get one of the basic cores now, one of those 6 basic cores, because just in case they will bring chapter 4 and 5, you should be ready to get like to have one more core that you can use those charts on. Otherwise, they will be completely useless, which in my opinion is a little bit bad design. He will use B+ stone on Wraec for the moment. Is either Vulcan or it is MFG. I go for value on those cores. I tend to say we go for Vulcan. Because the thing is, if we get a B+ Vulcan, that's fine. That's a Tenant. We can sell it. If we get something better, well, if we get like an A- Vulcan, even with crappy stats, we have an A- Vulcan, that's 20k. Easy. That's good. If we go for Natalie now that's a good idea, because B+ sells for decent money, and an A- or an A tier would sell for a whole lot, so that would be good. As I think she's a support hero though. So if we go like for her, well, probably not a good idea, because she won't have much value in a few weeks. We can stick around, we can get like a B+ copy for now. We have a B+ copy already, we can get another one if we want. And later on we can buy a cheap A-, buy a cheap 80, something like that. What does the X7 mean? Basically, that the fortune node here, you can see it's 50k or it's 2. We get 2 cores, and that gets multiplied by 7 and put in my loot bag. And that's something you unlock with the Zongzi here. He has like X4, he has like X5, X7 up to X10. So that means you get 10 times what is on the fortune node. So that would mean like it's not 50k that you get, but it's 500k. May I ask how much you have spent for that event? 1.15k, I think, by now. Yeah, that's about it. 420 feathers, Lamau. Yeah, that's true. By the way, really, I would hope we don't get more of those, because I really don't need feathers or those chests or master toolbox at that. Ah, that sounds quite good. Yeah, it is. I mean, like, if we are lucky, that is, because they know the fortune node works like there is another number that gets pulled and we get the loot that it's on the number. So if 2015 never get pulled, we never get that stellar. If it gets pulled, we would get a ton of stellar indeed. It's insane, by the way. If 2015 gets pulled and we get to X10, we just get 1 million stellar here. That's 1 million stellar right here. It's insane. 2012. I take 2000 contract story. Definitely would. 2020. Look at that. 2020. I'm working on my 6th max out. It's just started, basically. It's not very high. Around level 30. So I have 5 max tomes. 2023. It's quite insane. Again. I didn't write down those numbers. 2015. We had 2015 before with the Stellar, but look at this. We give me like 30 of those boxes. MFG is cool. It's decent in PvP if you have like a really big account that can afford to have like a 3rd damage dealer or something like that. Then it's good. But like, I guess for a normal player it doesn't really make much sense to build MFG. But as an endgame player, he's quite fun. He's quite fun. 2021 here, 17. It feels like the cores are a little bit spread. I hope we get as many as we can. But like, it feels a little bit spread. What the hell is that? Look at that. Look at that. 2005, 2005, 2005, 2005, 2005, 2005. It's like 6 times in a row. But those are all crap rewards, except for those. Those are nice. So like, those are like 20 cores. And then we have like 4 times for 2005. Also like 8. If they pull 2005, I get like 800 master toolboxes. How stupid is that? Yeah, that would be good, Flame. They are ordered by drop, not by numbers. They are ordered by drop, but it would be better if they were ordered by number. Because in the end, that is what you're looking at. And that was you really want to see which numbers would be good for you. I know that Mega Fungi wrote down all of those lucky numbers last time, and he wanted to see which loot he's going to get at which number. I'm kind of too lazy for that. Let's be honest. Kind of too lazy for that. You can see 2015 is nice because we saw that a few times. 2005 seems to be quite decent. In general, I'm looking for cores. 2009 we see here. A few numbers that are good. Those are the bonus rewards because somebody asked. What resources are you needing? Cores, Starspawn cores, Stellar, and obviously I take Contract Starry. Starspawn cores for Starspawn rerolls mainly. A little bit for upgrading still. You need a little bit more to upgrade all of the Starspawns. But like, also for Starspawn rerolling, because I need better rolls. It makes sense. I would be happy for 800 Master Toolboxes. We need them. Yeah, so the weird thing is that they are thrown after you if you complete those events and you don't really go for them. Like, it's not that I have the selection of sublimation chest or master toolbox and actively decide for master toolboxes. It's like at some point in the event you get a stage and they are also in there. So that's the thing. And free-to-play players or low spenders just get none. Because they're always like those in those end rewards, and as an endgame player you have no idea where your master toolboxes come from. Let's be real. You need your potatoes, Lo? Yeah, that's true. I would love that many CSG. Obviously, everybody would. I mean, that's if I go to times 10, that's 1,000 now, but we can get way more. We can get way more. You can really get a ton of contract story from this event if you are lucky. Like, you have to pull the right numbers. That's the thing. Okay, 1 or 2 more questions if you guys have any, and then we will end the stream. 10 minutes are nearly over. Taking a sip of my coffee now. I think that was an enjoyable stream for the Holo campaign. For a relaxed Sunday for me. Short before I need to prepare and I need to go to sleep to be able to work tomorrow in a proper way. If you had gotten lucky break CSG with the 10 times, that would be insane. Yeah, it's times 7 at the moment. But the thing is, if you upgrade to times 10, that gets applied to all of this stuff as well. So if I go to times 10, this will go from 700 to 1000 instantly. I'm in times 4 and already got 800 CSG. Yeah, I got 2 drops. Now this is only 1. Can you give me some Stella? Mate, I'm in need of Stella myself. Probably need to give me some Stella. I like it hard. How can you drink coffee in that heat? I need it to survive. Isn't it only 6 PM? Yeah. Like after I cut the video and then I would train a little bit and then it will already be like, I don't know, 9 PM, something like that. So that will already be late. Running out of spiritual essence? Yeah, I do. So I really appreciate this, but the thing is, I didn't do all the glory challenges. Like, I still can do this one, and then I have like 3 here that I can do and 1 more here. And I had no soul symbols, so it was a little bit of a problem to do that. Does not cancel my spendings in the game, doc. How tall are you, Wraec? 189 centimeters. Tea is best. Rarely drink tea. But tea's alright, yeah. Tea definitely is alright. So, that being said, thank you guys for joining in today. I wish you guys a great day. And we will see us in the next one.